Hello, greetings everyone. So today we are from group 10 are going to present about our assignment titles, which is about Mercury Battery from Basic Chemistry ST00502. So these are the group members of group 10, which are me, Liz Felicia Anak Mimit, Putri Nurdania binti Muhammad Nur Iman, Siti Radiatul binti Bakar, Nurul Fatul binti Said, Nur Dalila binti Abdullah, Nur Isma Indrani binti Rahman, Muhammad Fasran bin Muhammad Faisal, Muhammad Arif Nasruddin bin Muhammad Nasir, Muhammad Afiq bin Kaprawi, Darren Reza Anak Leslie, and Syed Khairul Ikhwan bin Syed Basri. This slide is about the contents of our presentation today. So for today, our presentation is about the introduction of Mercury Battery, material used to make Mercury Battery, how the battery generally works, the reaction occurs at cathode, and the reaction occurs at anode. Next, it is about can the type of battery recharge or not, the advantages and disadvantages of Mercury Battery, conclusion, and last one is the suggestion.
A mercury battery is a non-rechargeable electrochemical battery, which is a primary cell. It also called as mercury oxide battery, mercury cell, button cell, or Raben-Mallory. Mercury batteries are using a reaction between mercuric oxide and zinc electrodes in an alkaline electrolyte. The voltage during discharge remains almost constant at 1.35 volts, and the capacity is much larger than that of a similarly sized zinc carbon battery.
So next, I'm going to present about the materials used to make Mercury Battery. So for Mercury Battery, the materials used are zinc anode, sodium hydroxide, and mercury oxide cathode. Other than that, there are two more materials used to make Mercury Battery, which are potassium hydroxide and graphite.
How battery generally work. A battery is a device that stores chemical energy and converts it to electrical energy. The chemical reaction in a battery involves the flow of electrons from one material to another. The flow of electrons provides an electric current that can be used to the world. So in a battery, mercury compound acts as a cathode where a reduction reaction occurs, and the zinc compound acts as an anode where oxidation reaction takes place. Sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide used as an electrolyte that ionizes in a molten state to conduct electricity. During discharge, zinc oxidizes to zinc oxide and mercuric oxide reduced to elementary mercury.
Alright, my name is Nurul Fatul binti Said, and this is my metric number. So now that you've known and understand how a battery generally works, it's only logical for you to know what happened in the cathode parts of the battery. And to put it simply, the reduction reaction will happen where mercuric oxide gets reduced, which means it will gain electron to form elemental mercury. And on the screen right now, you can see the half reaction. Mercury oxide is accepting electron because of the oxidation in anode, and the product is mercury and hydroxide. Oh, by the way, since mercury is non-conductive, it needs to be mixed with a little bit of graphite.
Okay, my name is Dara. Okay, I'm going to present what reaction occur at the anode. The reaction at the anode is called oxidation, and that at the cathode is reduction. Okay. Here the anode is positive and cathode is the negative electrode. The reaction at the anode is oxidation, and at the cathode is reduction. The electron are supplied by species getting oxidized. Okay, what happened in anode? The anode is where the oxidation reaction takes place. In other words, this is where the metal loses electron. In the reaction above, the anode is the Cu(S), since it increases in oxidation state from 0 to +2. Okay, you can see the diagram at the picture below. Okay, with the oxidation process at the anode electron. Okay, that's all from me. Thank you.
Into the next discussion, does a mercury battery rechargeable? The answer is no. This is because mercury battery has primary cell properties in which it produces current by irreversible reaction. Reversible reaction is the reaction that proceeds in one direction only. The product formed in this reaction is very stable, thus it will not reform the reactants.
My name is Siti Radiatul binti Bakar. My metric number is BS211100259. I am from Environmental Science program. Next, we move on to the advantages of mercury cell. Number 1, mercury cell has long lifetime, where this battery can live up to 10 years. Therefore, it is helpful and reliable to us. Number 2, steady voltage output, which is 1.3 volt. It is because in mercury cell reaction, the ions are not involved into it. Number 3, cheap and more affordable. It is caused by the material used in this cell is available nowadays. Thus, it will be more convenient to obtain due to the modern technologies.
Disadvantage of mercury cell. In mercury cell, they have a mercury substance. It is a toxic substance that can be harmful to human and animal. The exposure of mercury substance can affect on nervous system, digestive system, and immune system, lung and kidney, and may be fatal to human and animal.
Hello, my name is Mohan Afiq bin Kiprawi and I will present about suggestions. So the first suggestion is how to prevent leaking in mercury battery. So when an alkaline battery works, it releases power and the chemical inside create a gas. This is where leakage may occur. Leakage happens when a battery is left in a device for too long, especially when it's not used. So how we to prevent it? To prevent it from leaking, take them out if you plan on not using the device for longer periods of time. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Okay, for the second suggestion, I would like to talk about how to prevent pollution that is caused by improperly discarded battery. As we know, once the electrical circuit is depleted, battery should be safely disposed of. But millions of batteries are tossed into the trash by customers every year. When depleted battery are tossed into the trash, they end up in landfill where they decay and leak. As battery corrode, their chemical like mercury soak into the soil and contaminate groundwater and surface water, which is harmful to thousands of aquatic plants and animals. And so, when we drink from faucet, we could be ingesting dangerous metal. So, how to prevent it? The best way is to recycle the battery so that it can be reused to make new product or battery themselves. Atau reusing and recycling material due to energy, they have less impact than mining for virgin material. So that's all from me. Thank you.
Now I will proceed with the conclusion. So in the conclusion, mercury batteries are electrochemical ones that work reacting zinc electrodes and mercury oxide in an alkaline electrolyte. In a mercury cell, a zinc compound serves as the anode while oxidation reaction takes place, while a mercury compound serves as the cathode where a reduction reaction takes place. In order to conduct electricity, sodium hydroxide or potassium hydroxide are utilized as ionized electrolytes in a liquid form. So the sale of batteries is currently prohibited in several nations due to the dangerous mercury they contain.